Amber, and today I'm sharing my testimony. And it's a video that I never thought I would ever do, but I felt like the Lord said, Amber, it's time to share with those around you what struggles you've had and how you've overcome them and where you're at in your walk with Christ. So let's get started. Okay, so I attended church when I was 6 years old and been going to church ever since. I was saved at 7, baptized at 9. I had a normal childhood, church every Wednesday, Sunday, did things at church, fine. I have a really bubbly personality, and I'm really easy to make friends. I talk to everyone. Well, 8th grade is when my seasons and struggles started to begin, and I was not ready for it, and you're about to find out why. Okay, so 8th grade, I was bullied for the very first time ever, and I didn't know how to handle it, and I took it very harsh. I cried all the time. I ended up not going to church anymore. I told God I hated him, never would worship him again. I didn't love him. He was useless. Things started going downhill from there, obviously. I began to not want to eat, and if I did eat, I would want to make myself get sick. That was a big struggle for the time that I didn't share with anyone because I didn't want anyone to know I had weaknesses. Well, I'm over that. Took a while, but I got over it. And then 8th grade was really hard in other ways, but 9th grade was a hard year too. I moved schools and I didn't know anyone. It was the middle of the year and people did not want to talk to me at first. And so I took that really hard, and it triggered me to cry and question myself of what I'm doing wrong and why people didn't like me. And that's a big struggle I still have, is wondering if people like me or not, or how should I get people to continue to like me and never not like me. And it's kind of hard to find your confidence all the time in the Lord when you have the physical world around you telling you you're this, and the Lord is telling you you're that. But you always have to try to lean more towards what the Lord is saying you are. But I know how hard it can be when the world around you is telling you you're this. Moving forward. I didn't go to church a lot in 8th grade, like I said. Up until when I got to 9th grade, I got invited to this thing called D Now. And I went. I was like, whatever. But I'm glad I did go, because I saw the Lord in people and in song and in worship, and it was really cool, and it made me decide to get rededicated. And I got rededicated March 6th of 2016, and it was an amazing time for me. It was the best decision I have ever made, and it continues to be the best decision I've ever made. After that, I really grew close to some people in my church. It's one woman in particular, and she really helped me get through everything I was bottling up and move forward with that, and continues to help me with things. A big struggle in my life that the Lord has placed, and that is constantly a struggle I face, is pleasing others around me and not pleasing me or the Lord. Well, I please the Lord, but not pleasing myself. I struggle with pleasing this person, making them happy so they still like me and will never not like me. And so it's a big struggle that I'm having to overcome, and it's taking a long time, and I'm still nowhere near the end of the struggle. But it's some struggle that will eventually shape me into a great person. So I never take any of my struggles for granted. At first, I feel like, why would this happen to me? I do not deserve this. But once my struggles are over and I learn to overcome them, I'm grateful for them, because they help motivate me to be the person I'm supposed to be, and help others that possibly are going through that too, or are going through it, help them overcome it. And so it's a great thing to have. Another struggle I have is shutting down a lot. If I'm hurt by someone or someone hurts me, I just shut down. I don't talk about it, and I hold it in and bottle it up, and that's not a good thing to do. So I'm working on that as well. But my biggest struggle, I will say right now, is pleasing others before I please myself, making others happy all the time and not myself. So I really do need to work on that, because that's a really big thing. have to say, overall, my journey has come really far. I am not the same girl I was a year ago, or the year before that, or the girl I was a week ago. Every day I'm constantly moving and shaping and molding, and I think it's amazing because even at my highs with the Lord and at my lows, the Lord is always there no matter if I'm up with Him or if I'm really, really low. And that's what amazes me, is because I can see people all the time that God's working through them to talk to me. And God uses me to talk to those people that need it too. And so it's really cool. And one of my strengths I would have to share is I always know how to send a sweet message at the right times. And I feel like it's the Lord telling me, look, this person's going through something or having a bad day and they need a friendly text, and so I send it to them. So that's one of my strengths that the Lord, I guess, has given me. And one of my weaknesses the Lord has blessed me with, I wouldn't say blessed, but has given me, is not being really open about feelings I have, just like kind of like letting my feelings go to the side. But I have another strength, I would say, is that's being vulnerable. I was never vulnerable. Like, if you would have asked me a year ago to open up to you, or if I was sharing my story with anyone, I would be like, you're out of your mind. Vulnerability is something that has really changed a lot in me over the past year, and it's because of the people I've been surrounded with. So I thank God for giving me people who have opened up my confidence in being vulnerable and letting people in who want to be in my life, even those who want to be in there for like a day or want to be out in like a month. So yeah, vulnerability is a major thing. Be able to open up to people, be able to share what you're going through, because we are not meant to do life alone. And that's one thing that I had to learn the hard way. So take it from me, you want to let people in your life. So now in my life, I'm just working more towards reading my Bible, studying, talking to God more, and being more confident in my walk with Christ, and not letting what other people think about me for being a Jesus freak affect how I am. And so, yeah, I don't know why I decided to share my story and some weird things about me, but I kind of felt like it was time. So, yeah, that's the end of it.